Hello guys, thanks for joining me. Well, it's Christmas Day today and I thought I'd show you what I bought for myself. A couple books from the Images of War series, and I got a hardback book on World War II uniforms that I bought off eBay. And I've always liked these Images of War series of books. I've got a few of them now, and I bought two for myself for Christmas. The Waffen SS in Normandy 1944 and Panzergrenadiers 1942 to 1945. Both these editions here were written by Ian Baxter. Images of War do a whole series of, they're basically photographic books, photo books, picture books, whatever you want to call them. And it does have some detailed writing in them, but it's mostly photographs of various campaigns, units and the like, going all the way back to the mid 19th century. They've got books on the Crimea War and the American Civil War. They've got books on American and British tanks and units and the like, World War I subjects. And I like the German books, the books on German units and the like, and I've got a few of them now. So as I say, I bought the Waffen SS in Normandy 1944. I've always had an interest in the 12th SS Panzer Division, which were the Hitlerjugend division, and there's some pretty good photographs in the book here of SS units fighting in Normandy in France after D-Day. I'm not going to show you all the pictures because of copyright reasons, but it's, if you've got an interest in World War II units, history, uniforms, whatever, these books really make a nice addition to your library. As you can see, it's crammed with photographs. And I've always had an interest in Panzergrenadiers, and this one here is the 1942 to 1945. They were formed in 1942, and again, this one is actually a very good book to buy if you got an interest in German infantry units and the like. Crammed full of amazing photographs. Again, there's plenty of details written down, plenty of documentation and sign insignias and the like, but it's the photographs really that do it for me. Really gives you an impression of the period, of the soldiers who were actually doing the fighting, of the equipment that they used, of the vehicles that they used. And again, you can see it's just crammed full of quite amazing photographs. So as I say, I've got about, I don't know, maybe 6-7 of these books now. I just tend to buy the ones with the German content. That is what I'm interested in. Quite nice detailed photographs, as you can see. So these are new books which I bought. You can buy these fairly easily. They're only about around £10, £11 a book, so they're not that expensive. And then I bought this book off eBay. This one's quite, I got this one here quite cheap. It's Uniforms of World War II, written by Peter Dorman. The illustrations were mostly done by an illustrator by the name of Malcolm McGregor. It's maybe, you might consider this book as a companion piece to the Cold War book. There's a similar format book detailing uniforms of the post-war period. And it just basically gives you the basic information. It's just a, I would say, a beginner's book. It has good illustrations, but the information contained within the book is basically geared to a beginner, I would imagine, rather than having comprehensive details about the uniforms or the units. This particular book came out 25 years ago, 1998. You may recognize the drawings if you were living in the United Kingdom back in the 1980s. There was a pod set by the name of the Elite that came out. I think there were about 160 or 150 whatever issues, and they came out, I think, weekly, and each issue had a a good introduction to a unit, whether German or Allied or whatever. And these particular pictures would accompany the magazines. So here we got a private infantry regiment. So they're just basic drawings of the World War II uniforms worn by both Axis and Allied members. There isn't a lot of detail here. I mean, it doesn't give you a lot of details about the units or anything like that. It just gives you the basic unit about, or the basic information about the actual uniforms, equipment, and weapons being depicted. So, for example, the Elite would have had an entire chapter on the 916th Regiment, or a private in the Panzergrenadier Division. That's a nice addition to my library. It has, as you can see, these nicely drawn illustrations. So we've got the Germans to begin with, then we go on to the Americans. So we've got a tanker here. Got fighters here in the Pacific. So this guy here is in Burma. Got a soldier here that would have fought in Anzio in Italy. So if you have an interest in uniforms, it's quite a nice companion book, I suppose. Or if you want to build up a mannequin or something like that. And then we go into the Marines here. There's quite a few illustrations of Marines fighting in the Pacific. And then we go into the United Kingdom, the British. We've got British soldiers here illustrated. So it's not just infantry, it's not just army, you also got Air Force, folk in here, you got Navy. We've got a Marine Commando here. Then we go back to Burma, Tunisia. And as I say, you got illustrations of Air Force and naval troops. And we've got a few illustrations of Italian soldiers. And we're going to Japan. Japan's actually quite limited content. There's not a lot depicted on them, which is a bit of a shame. I do like the reading about the Japanese army in World War II, but there's not a lot in the book here. And we've got the Soviet Union. We've got France. Some various French uniforms depicted. Got the British Empire, so we've got Australians here. New Zealanders, Indians, Gurkhas. We've got Axis countries, so we've got a Hungarian soldier there. Got Bulgarians, Hungarian Air Force. Got the Finnish Army. VC French colonial troops. Croatians. And then we've got all the allied countries. We've got the Polish army here. Belgians. Chinese nationalists. We've got a American volunteer pilot in China. Yugoslav. Danish soldiers with their funny helmets. Greeks, Dutch. So you can see it has quite a large variety of different uniforms depicted. As I say, the book is really a beginner's guide. If you're an advanced collector or whatever, it's not going to be of much interest to you. But it's quite a nice book. So basically, that's it. That's my 3 books that I got myself for Christmas. So anyhow, I'll leave it at that. Hope you guys had a good Christmas yourselves, and thanks for watching, and bye for now.